How do I know if I've submitted myself to the righteousness that God gives? Ask yourself this question. How do you know if you've submitted yourself to God's righteousness? What do I have to do to be financially blessed? What am I doing wrong? What do I have to do to be healed? What do I have to do to be acceptable and proved before God? What do I have to do to get my prayers answered and be blessed by God? What do I have to do to hear from God and to be in His will? What do I have to do? If our answer to those questions is anything other than trust and rely upon Jesus, then we haven't submitted ourselves to the righteousness of God. How do I know, Connie, know if I've submitted myself to God's righteousness? If I ask myself, Connie, how are you going to be sure that you're in the center of God's will? How are you going to be sure? What do you have to do, Connie, in order to hear from God? If my answer is anything other than trust and rely upon the promise I have in Jesus, that God will cause my thoughts to be agreeable to His will simply because He promised to. If my answer is anything other than trusting God to manifest His promise in my life, then I haven't submitted to the righteousness that God ascribes. So it's a good test. Whatever circumstance you're in, whether it has to be with your children, your finances, your body, making decisions for your life, relationships with other people, your marriage, just ask yourself the question, what do I think I have to do to get God? See that? Get God to answer my prayer and come through for me in this area of my life. What do I think I have to do? And if in your mind it has anything to do with you, then we haven't submitted to the righteousness of God. Isn't that good?